Hey folks, how's it going? Long time no see. Hope you all have been doing well. Happy Monday. I am still fighting off the cold. Or not really. The cold that I had like 2 weeks ago that knocked me out for the entirety of Thanksgiving is thankfully mostly gone. All the symptoms are gone except for the cough, which is still lingering. Occasionally comes back with a vengeance, but tends to not stay for long, and Dayquil usually does enough to keep it away, so I figured it would be safe to try streaming again this week. Hopefully, fingers crossed. We'll see how things go. I have water with me. If I need to step away for BRB breaks because I'm coughing up a storm, I will do that, but I think I'm going to be okay. So I figured it was worth giving it a try, getting back to streaming again, because it's been quite a while since I last streamed. And of course, Metroid Prime 4 just came out last Thursday, so I'm very excited to start that. Unfortunately, I did not think in advance to make sure that I had the system set up for it. My Switch 2 just added the virtual game card and is only just now downloading the game. So it's going to take maybe another like 5 minutes to download this game for me to actually play. So I guess in the meantime, we'll go ahead to my game screen here. And I guess I will just keep playing Breath of the Wild for lack of anything else to do. So I hope you'll enjoy that for like 5 to 10 minutes. I hadn't played this game in a couple years. I figured it was time for replay. And I have the Switch 2 now with the Switch 2 edition, which is like 60 frames a second. It looks so weird. Weird and great. So I've been playing that, and I figured I'd come back to this after Metroid Prime 4, obviously. But I guess it's something to do for 5 minutes while we wait for the for the download to finish. I wish I had thought about that in advance. Let's get. I just started. I only literally right before stream started. I finished the initial 4 shrines on the plateau. So I'm basically at the very start of the game, literally about to go talk to the old man, who I think at this point, spoilers. It's been years, but I think everybody at this point knows that is Zelda's father. Zelda's dead father. And now that I have this heart, I need to go talk to him next. Right, he yells at you after you do this. Because they needed the tutorial on how to turn your things in. The blessing of the goddess has made you that much more resilient, I see. There I am. Get up here, quickly. My god, dude. I forgot how to do this. I think we head in this corner. Maybe? But I do want to break all this stuff for the purpose of hopefully finding some arrows, because I'm literally empty on those. I had some enemies that I needed to take out on the way, and I just used the bomb room for them. Maybe I can go up this way. It's nice to play this again for the first time in a long time. Breath of the Wild is like a magnificent game, and I haven't played it pretty much since it came out. I played it, did not 100% it, because I am not the type of person to go after every Korok seed, but did most of the rest. Excuse me. And that's right, I'm just realizing that my water bottle is green screened. That's great. I need to keep going. Do I? I don't see anywhere I can go from there, but probably need to go to the other side, perhaps. Oh, no, that doesn't look right. I don't see anywhere we can go there. So let's come out this way. Probably need to climb around. Hey, Lemon, how's it going? Oh, excuse me. Gonna be probably a lot of coughing over the course of the stream, but I will deal with it because I don't want to put off Metroid Prime 4 any longer, other than the 5 minutes it's going to take to finish the download. I think we come over here and then go up from the outside. Yeah, this looks right. Okay. Let's drop. Excuse me. Go up from here. Once I get close to them, then I'll go back and check to see the download progress of the game, because I know this cutscene is going to be a long one. I don't necessarily need to watch it if Metroid's ready to go. And then we're going at least up there. Ah, yes. Okay. We're close enough. Let's save. And oh god, we're not even close. Okay, we'll watch the cutscene. This will take quite a bit longer. I did not think that through. It's fine. Gonna just come from this side for consistency's sake. You have to pick that chest up after, I guess. Yeah, definitely. I'm feeling well rested at least.
Well done there, young one.
Oh, thank goodness, sir. He's talking.
The time has come to show you who I truly am. I was King Rome Bosphoramus Hyrule.
Got a horrible father.
The last leader of Hyrule. A kingdom which no longer exists.
Mostly your fault, but I will shit talk this guy to the ends of the earth.
The great calamity was merciless. It devastated everything in its path, lo, a century ago. It was then that my life was taken away from me. And since that time, here I have remained in spirit form. I did not think it wise to overwhelm you while your memory was still fragile. So rather than that, I thought it best to assume a temporary form. Forgive me. I think you are now ready. Ready to hear what happened 100 years ago. To know Calamity Ganon's true form, one must know the story from an age long past. The Demon King was born into this kingdom, but his transformation into malice created the horror you see now. Stories of Ganon were passed from generation to generation.
It's interesting. Post Tears of the Kingdom, knowing what I know.
But there was also a prophecy. The signs of a resurrection of Calamity Ganon are clear, and the power to oppose it lies dormant beneath the ground. We decided to heed the prophecy and began excavating large areas of land. It wasn't long before we discovered several ancient relics made by the hands of our distant ancestors. These relics, the divine beasts, were giant machines piloted by warriors. We also found the Guardians, an army of mechanical soldiers who fought autonomously. This coincided with ancient legends, oft repeated throughout our land. We also learned of a princess with a sacred power, and her appointed knight, chosen by the sword that seals the darkness. It was they who sealed Ganon away using the power of these ancient relics. 100 years ago, there was a princess set to inherit a sacred power and a skilled knight at her side. It was clear that we must follow our ancestors' path. We selected 4 skilled individuals from across Hyrule and tasked them with the duty of piloting the divine beasts. With the princess as their commander, we dubbed these pilots champions, a name that would solidify their unique bond. The princess, her appointed knight, and the rest of the champions were on the brink of sealing away Ganon. But nay. Ganon was cunning, and he responded with a plan beyond our imagining.
I wonder how much consciousness Ganon actually had here. as Calamity versus Ganondorf in Tears of the Kingdom.
He appeared from deep below Hyrule Castle, seized control of the Guardians and the Divine Beasts, turned them against us. The champions lost their lives, those residing in the castle as well. The appointed knight, bravely wounded, collapsed while defending the princess. And thus, the kingdom of Hyrule was devastated absolutely by Calamity Ganon. However, the princess survived to face Ganon alone.
Link, you are our final hope. The fate of Hyrule rests with you.
That princess was my own daughter, my dear Zelda. And the courageous knight who protected her right up to the very end. That knight was none other than you, Link. You fought valiantly.
Probably the first time he
when your fate
knew his own name. No, Zelda called
you were
his
taken to
name
shrine
in the
of
intro.
resurrection.
That's right.
Here you now stand, revitalized 100 years later. The words of guidance you have been hearing since your awakening are from Princess Zelda herself. Even now, as she works to restrain Ganon from within Hyrule Castle, she calls out for your help. However, my daughter's power will soon be exhausted. Once that happens, Ganon will freely regenerate himself, and nothing will stop him from consuming our land. Considering that I could not save my own kingdom, I have no right to ask this of you, Link. But I am powerless here. You must save her, my daughter, and do whatever it takes to annihilate Ganon. Somehow, Ganon has maintained control over all 4 divine beasts, as well as those guardians swarming around Hyrule Castle.
God, I hate the Guardians.
I believe it would be quite reckless for you to head directly to the castle at this point.
It's not what speedrunners think.
I suggest that you
This
make your
really
way
did let ourselves
to
go.
one of the villages in the wilderness.
While I'm... Okay, we're halfway through. I didn't think in advance about making sure to download this stupid game in advance, so we're downloading it now, and I'm just playing something else while we're waiting. I apologize. But it was something to do, at least.
Follow the
I should
road
probably
to
change my
Hyrule
category.
Village. There you will find the Elder Impa. She will tell you more about the path that lies
Actually, you know,
ahead.
it's not a bad idea.
Consult the map on your Sheikah slate for the precise location of Kakariko Village. Make your way past the twin summits of the dueling peaks. From there, follow the road as it proceeds north.
All right. Nintendo Switch 2 edition. Okay. There. Updated it for now. And I will change it as soon as the stupid game finishes downloading. Why didn't I do that in advance? Yeah, I got my Switch 2 for Metroid Prime 4. And I have Nintendo Switch Online, so I was like, let me just go ahead and get the Breath of the Wild Tears of the Kingdom upgrades. But I haven't actually played Breath of the Wild since it came out. I got it back then, played it nearly 100%. It didn't do all the Korok seeds, but most 100% it outside of that. I was like, oh, it's 60 frames per second. This is great. Let me just replay it. So, all right. Yeah, working on it. All right, let's get this. Yes, the classic Breath of the Wild Tears of the Kingdom strategy of giving you the quest line of beat the final boss, which is just a quest that's forever in your inventory for the entirety of the game. Let's see. We're supposed to go where now? To Kakariko. Okay. Best tactic is just to... Is there anything else out here? Bought the Switch for Breath of the Wild and just gave it a wake up. Wow, okay. Free game, hell yeah, I guess. But, it's a wild choice from your brother. Did your brother ever go back to? Oh, just wow. Okay. They ever actually played again eventually, or just never even picked it back up at all? Oh, oh my God. Well, that's what he gets, honestly. All right, I have my paraglider. I can finally go places and not feel like I'm about to drop to my death. Guess we'll go straight this way. Oh, geez. Well, it's honestly not a bad way to play it. Am I flying towards enemies? Stuff below me, yes. Stuff here? Nobody up here, just things to blow up, which I'm not gonna blow up. Oh, a thing. I guess I have some arrows again, which is nice. Man, I missed Tears of the Kingdom at having like tool and blow you in the wind. Let's see, we're continuing to go that way. We have a ways to go. Okay, let's just watch out for guardians, but let me just follow the path. I think would be the best thing to do. Yeah, at least if you're, oh geez, moblins. We swing wide here. At least if you're playing it on the Wii via like Cemu or any other, I think Cemu is probably still the only good Wii U emulator. But if you're playing it that way, you can at least you can get 60 frames a second. Could have already done that like years ago, long before the Switch 2 existed. So I'm sure that was very nice. I played Xenoblade X on the stream originally via Cemu, and it was the quality of life additions you could add were very great. Playing it again on the Switch was not bad at all because the remaster / port was well done. So I wasn't missing the quality of life upgrades / mods / cheats that the Cemu version offered. But it was really nice to get like immediate XP just to cheat that in whenever I wanted. I'm not going to do the shrine now. I'm just going to get the unlock point and keep going. Also, where are we at for? About 60%. Okay. That's awesome. Did that actually change anything about the control scheme, or was it only a visual effect? Okay. I'm sure they could do further stuff like that, but that takes a lot more effort, so I'm not sure how many people have bothered to. He's looking at that. Feels like a Yiga. I'm gonna keep going. that seems suspicious, and I'm still baby Link and have nothing to my name, so let me wait on that. We'll talk to that guy later. I want to at least, I'm not going to do this today because I think by the time I get to the stable, I could probably save and quit. Hopefully the game will be done downloading by then. And I will not need to continue playing, and the things I want to do in this game would take longer than I think it will take to download the rest. But I want to get to the stable before I start scanning amiibos to get all kinds of goodies. At least want to get my copy of Epona. Plenty of other stuff, which I don't have the room for because I'm still like baby inventory too, but it was actually only like a year ago that I played Tears of the Kingdom and finished it. It also did not 100% it. Not about that Goron Seed Life or the Korok Seed Life. I got a lot of them. Needed plenty to hold some stuff, but I was not going to find all 900 seeds. But but I was playing Tears of the Kingdom not too long ago. I think about a year ago on the stream. I finished it, and it's weird to come back to this game after playing that one. Oh yeah, I imagine. I also cheated nonetheless. I have a pack of amiibo coins. I didn't actually buy the real ones. I just went on to like Etsy and somebody was selling them, and I'm thinking about buying an all amiibo sometime in the next couple of weeks, just so I can get that stuff myself. I understand and appreciate that. Oh, because the other head's out. I understand and appreciate that Nintendo deserves money for the things that they're putting out. But at a certain point, I don't want to continue to deal with... I don't want to waste my fire arrows. I don't want to continue to deal with the... What? Already? God damn it. This game. Swear to God. Well, I have some stuff. Let's go with this one. I don't want to continue to deal with purchasing amiibos as a concept. I think I'm done with that. I'm fine with continuing to buy. I bought my Switch 2 and I bought games for it, and I'm fine with continuing to do that, but I think I'm fine with not dealing with amiibos. That's not gonna work. Let's do this the smart way. Also getting used to doing this again. Your tricks of getting around are completely different in Tears of the Kingdom, so it's like having to remember this whole concept. Of using these runes it's interesting dealing with it again. I'm still having trouble remembering like which is which and where I can use them. I think I do enjoy Breath of the Wild more between the two games, but I definitely miss Tears of the Kingdom's shenanigans. Okay, there we go. All right, cool. I forget where Hestu is in this game. Where do we run into him to? It's obviously got to be on the way. It might be at the stable, actually. Choose the Kingdom felt like Nintendo saw the creative ways players use the power to skip gameplay. Absolutely, and it was great for it. I had a lot of fun once I figured out there was a common setup that people use in that game for like a hovercraft. And once you had like 100% the game enough to get maximum battery, it was just so easy to fly everywhere in the game you wanted to. That was a lot of fun, and I enjoyed it a lot. And it does make traveling back in Breath of the Wild a lot slower and a little bit more annoying, but still a tremendously good game. I just have to go back to the original way of thinking. Oh, it's not the button I meant to hit, but I simply got up here, so it's fine. My memories of this game, what happened to it is that I forgot to download it in advance, so it's downloading right now. So I'm just playing this in the meantime. Where are we at again? Okay, only a little bit to go. Yeah, I did not think in advance, which is unfortunate because I started stream early because I have several meetings this evening, non-work related things with other stuff that's going on. a meeting at 9 and another meeting at 10, and I wanted to try and get as much time to play Metroid before that as possible, so I figured I'd start streaming an hour early. I'm basically replaying this because I got the Switch 2 for Metroid Prime 4, and of course the Switch 2 comes with like the 60 frame per second versions of Breath of the Wild Tears of the Kingdom, and I was like, you know what, I haven't played Breath of the Wild since it came out. Let me boot it back up again and see how it feels to play it in 60 frames a second. It's nice. I wouldn't buy a Switch 2 just for this. But if you haven't played Breath of the Wild in a long time and you just want to experience it again, this is like definitely the best way to experience it if you already have a Switch 2. It's quite nice. Yeah, I got the new hotness. I wanted to make sure I played Metroid Prime 4 on like the best possible system for it. After I get my map here, I'm actually going to go to BRB screen because we got an ad coming up in 60 seconds. It'd be a good time for me to get up and stretch. And hopefully by the time the BRB is done, the ads are done, Metroid might be finished downloading. All right, that's through there. Okay, we'll go to the stables first and then up to, got it. Yeah, we got this, okay. Good stuff. All right. Let's save. See where I'm at. Pretty close. Okay. Yeah, that's a good time to. That's a good opportunity to take a break. So I'm gonna step away, use the bathroom, and I'll be back. And hopefully, when I'm back, this will be done, and I can actually start the game I want to play. See you all in a bit. Welcome back. I'm curious, are y'all hearing the music? There's something weird going on with foobar and the volume levels. I'm not sure what it is. I might have to like re-add foobar to this scene. It was working fine in the opening, but the volume is like really low now, lower than it should be. I'll figure that out later, but something seems up with it and I'm not sure what it is. It's not that important though. All right, going back into things, look what finished. let's actually play the game that I meant to play tonight. I will enjoy Breath of the Wild again later, but no signal. Oh, that was weird. What? Okay. Oh, that's why. Boy, that's an important choice. What do I want to do here? Let's see. Let's go for quality now. Presumably we can always change it later. Yeah, it feels good to be looking at a Metroid Prime title screen again. Oh man. I can also already hear the Kenji Yamamoto in the music. I know he and Hanako, God, I forgot her name, which is horrible of me. Minako Amano. I think she came back as well. All right, image on the left. Let's see. I don't plan on using the mouse stuff, but I think I want to use pointer because I'm used to. Well, this one allows for motion controls too. If I'm not using mouse mode, then hold on. Use motion or mouse for me. Let's try this. I'm more used to the trilogy style. Definitely normal. I also didn't read what they said it would restore. I guess health probably and not ammo, perhaps. Cosmic Year 20 XD9, determined to defeat Samus and the Galactic Federation. Silex and his army of space pirates launched a series of attacks on Federation research facilities. I hope you played Metroid Prime Hunter, so you wouldn't know who Silex is. It is believed the space pirates are being controlled by Metroids that have the ability to fuse with other life forms and control their minds. Space pirates controlled? What a flip. Now on planet Tanamar in the Desoland system, another Federation research facility is being attacked. Galactic Federation HQ received the distress call and dispatched Samus, who was on a reconnaissance mission nearby. That looks good. Well, that looks very good. Shades of the intro to Norian and Prime 3. And it's the Prime 3 ship, okay. With some slight changes visually. Okay, they clearly got mech since the last game, alright. Actually, that might be a Federation Force thing. Which I did not play, so I don't have the context for that. Oh, it's the Prime 3 ship, but she comes up from the top and not the elevator on the bottom. That's interesting, because it looks like the elevator at the bottom is still there. Okay, wow. I need to do something with my controls here. No. I'm trying to figure out how to... This might take some doing. Okay, just go to the pause screen, fixed it. My hand was like way up, and so that's where it focused immediately, which was not good. All right, let's see. What are the usual controls? That's missile. That's jump. Okay, we have the usual. All right, this feels like Prime 3, so nice.
What are these pirates looking for? They came out of nowhere. How'd they get the drop on us? This is no usual invasion. They're up to something.
Oh, we're supposed to keep going. Okay. That's not what I meant to hit. How? Hold on. Where's scan visor? Do I even have visors right now? I don't think I do. I'm looking right now. You have the missile, and obviously left, right on the D-pad choose missiles, and there's other things to choose. But there's no other thing anywhere on my screen for like scans. So
Holding our position, but the artifact is at risk. We need immediate. Samus, you made it. Command needs you to secure a sensitive artifact. Uploading coordinates now.
yeah, it just feels weird to start a Metroid Prime game and not be able to instantly scan everything.
When you're ready, scan the door and head through.
But I guess after what's 20 years of not having a map, or because the word map is on the screen, after 20 years of not having a Prime game, they're assuming, probably accurately, that people don't know about scanning. So they'll force you to get it later. All right. I had already accessed that screen, but good to have a reminder. All right, pretty straightforward. Oh, there you go. Oh, that's interesting. Same audio effect, love that. Registration complete, bounty hunter Samus Aran, full access Federation. Nice, they trust me.
Here. Go get him, Samus.
Okay, now I can scan everything, so now I'm gonna go back and scan everything. Galactic Federation trooper, standard Galactic Federation military personnel, equipped with a powered armor suit and an RT-656 submachine gun. With the log, it's so nice to bring up the logbook and have it like not switch to weird colors because of dolphin shenanigans. Galactic Federation troopers are part of the armed forces tasked with defending peace in the galaxy. The powered armor suit worn on duty serves as body armor and provides several physical enhancements. The latest iteration of the suit includes a small thruster on its back to aid in making steep descents and crossing large gaps. They learned from my my space jump. The helmet includes microphones and speakers for short-range two-way communication, enabling local conversations to use the wearer's voice even while the visor is closed. All right. Facility confirmation monitor displays live camera and structural sensor feeds from around the facility. Also a map. How convenient. You look new. Yeah, that's also a trooper, but a different trooper. Wait, no, same stuff. They have a different weapon equipped, but apparently that's a different person. That's interesting. Control Secure Access Federation base maintains a complete record of staff IDs and can register new arrivals. Okay. This door. Yeah, get ready for me to scan everything. This is how I play these games. Galactic Federation gate, composed of 3 shock-resistant reinforced ally panels and a central sensor. It will unlock if the sensor detects beam exposure or explosive impact. All right. Can scan the debris too. Jeez. 5-2 wall. Improved model of the Galactic Federation tactical barricade offers a 30% increase in durability over the Probably V. V1 wall due to its UHMM metals. What is UHMM? Curious. 7th generation Federation fighter. So, oh, that's a interesting looking fighter design compared to what was in Prime 3. A satellite link to track any targets in weapon range shot down by space pirates. Unfortunate. Also unfortunate. Powered armor suit has been penetrated in numerous places. No life signs detected. Alright, we have space jump. I'm going back to scan my ship. Oh, my ship left. That's right. Okay, never mind. We'll inevitably be scanning the ship later. Oh, there's the turrets up there. Arc 6 twin turret Federation automated anti-aircraft weapons, radar linked and able to fire up to 14 beam shots at a time. What? Why is this turret different? It has sustained critical damage and no longer functions. Ah. That would explain that. Let me actually change. Can I change some of these controls? Apparently not. Unfortunate. I don't know that I like blaster being A. I prefer it to be Y. Alright, our usual crates. Locker of the Federation's medium durability plus cargo protection function as casing in a large crate as well. Nothing important about that, but here's a different console. Security clearance sub-terminal provides support and emergency redundancy to the main. Okay. Oops. Yeah, I keep hitting that button expecting to like fire. Wow, that guy just died instantly because I was too busy scanning. Alien morphology space pirate, ruthless, brutal, and bellicose intergalactic marauder. This is one example of the diverse alien life forms that make up space pirates, because there's actually a lot of them. The space pirates, an army of marauding warriors who aspire to control the galaxy, are made up of a number of different aliens, and the various species fulfill roles in alignment with their respective strengths. For example, the numerous rapidly reproducing insect-like members serve as rank-and-file soldiers and are usually used to defend space pirate bases. They have powerful legs and can march extreme distances. They are typically armed with quantum assault cannons on their forearms for range combat and concealed photon energy blades for use in close quarters. Alright. I'm just gonna sit in front here and take all the shots. I don't know if this is like Prime 3 where we can like keep NPCs alive, perhaps? But I figure worth a try. Dive spike. The cone-shaped chassis and thrusters enable direct insertion of fortified positions while landing impacts are mitigated via energy. Okay, that's what they use to drop in.
Multiple friendlies wounded. Over.
Alright. So much voice acting in this game. I kind of like it, actually. I know there's a lot of chatter online about people that don't like the voice acting, but we had this in Prime 3 to an extent, so I'm fine with it. Provides assistance to the main terminal as well as operation support for vehicles such as fightercraft and Golem war mechs. The Federation is Golem war mechs now? What? That's new. Maybe that's what we saw in the intro. But I'm thinking of the golems in Prime 3, which were completely different things. Connected directly to Galactic Federation HQ. Can control device. Okay, that's straightforward. Everything is a different scan. It's going to take me so long to play this game. I apologize in advance. Terminal's internal circuitry damage, non-functional. UTO Research Center confirmation monitor shows. What was UTO? Air defense monitoring. Okay. Oh, I just realized the health pickups vanished. I should have scanned those first and then got them. Monitors sustain critical damage. Displays are broken and no longer function. It's taking a while for me to rotate my. Maybe I might go back to the dual stick control actually. Assessment of damage to facilities currently 50%. Okay. A lot going on out there, none of which we can scan. But I can Get some health from these. Okay, the health pickups don't seem to be important scans. That's great. Why is my... Okay, hold on. There. That's quite annoying, but it seems you can pause to reset your angle if the this is not a Wiimote. If the Switch controller gets the Joy-Con 2 gets out of position. Fuel pipe is ruptured and ignited. The fire is contained, so an explosion, though an explosion risk remains. Exercise caution near flames. Vehicle DAT tactical truck, armored all-terrain 6-wheel vehicle used to transport assets such as military personnel, ammunition, and parts for repair. Interesting. We just like had to take damage, I guess. Yeah, I'm actually going to... This is not working as well as I thought it would. It's a little... It's not as precise. You know what? That might be just... I could probably just turn up the aiming sensitivity, fix that though. If I leave the dead zone, I definitely want to bump this up like a lot, because that seems to be the problem I'm having at the moment. Play around with this for a bit, see how it goes. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. Ooh. Oh, dang. Look at big boy. Ooh, that was great. Why are they not appearing on my map? Usually the enemies show up on the minimap, I'm expecting. Alright, they're moving on. Let's scan the from underneath the golem. I feel like Morgeth in Destiny 2 right now, literally just under the guy's butt. Heavyweight class golem mech, Mark 99 bipedal manned war mech. Right arm loadout includes a charged particle cannon with a max output equal to a frigate's main battery. Dang, okay.
Keep an eye for dropships. This is a nice place for an ambush.
Another tactical truck. Vehicle fire critical.
Hey, somebody get command of the horn. We need orders.
Let's see. Anything else to pick up here? Alright, nothing else looks like. Let's go up here. Alright. 565 pH Hellfire. Light combat transfer fires for deploying dives. Okay, so this is a space pirate thing. Hull torn apart due to an impact caused by Federation forces. That's probably the ship that just got shot down. Duct cover grill cracked due to heavy impact. Any further damage will destroy it. Cool. Now it's gonna take a long time to get used to not hitting the wrong button.
Alpha squad, heads up. Pirates are attempting breach on your position. I repeat, pirates are gonna blow this door. Do you copy? Give me someone on that door. Take them out now.
A lot of the same musical cues. Fantastic. right.
This is the fallback point. We hold this line because there's no...
Cooling device terminal regulates the cooling system. Okay. Quantum computer. Okay. My controller got screwed up again. Ugh. That's happening so often. That's quite annoying, actually. Manages various data gathering systems and tools that link to the main computer and central command. I'm very curious about everything in here because there's some stuff going on. Universal Object Analyzer identifies and classifies unknown materials, uses both radiation measurement and microfocus X-ray scans. Okay. I could use some health, actually.
Office Squad is expecting you in the hangar. They're moving the artifact to safety.
Oh, there's separate scans. Hologram of planet Tanamar, analyzing status at the time of the artifact's discovery. Latest artifact research notes. Behavioral analysis. 3D simulations confirm the ring's orbital rotation pattern. Possible iterations are still being calculated. Radiation analysis. Levels have exceeded 2.69 TKV. Negative energy and exotic matter emissions detected. Awaiting authorization to continue study. I assume that that's the thing that I'm gonna get as upgraded like immediately. Hologram of the Desaland system. Artifact detection location marked. Quantum computer based on Talvanian technology is part of the Federation analyzer device. What happened to the Aurora units? Operates as force quantum computer, confirms manages the state. Okay, nothing else. Oh, this was the scan I didn't get. Federation lock-on gate. Use the lock-on ability on the central sensor to reveal 4 free aim sensor targets. Shooting the free aim sensors will... Okay. I feel like that's unnecessary, but it is just them teaching you how to do stuff, so you know what? It's fine. And another door? Wow, okay. That's fine. They're probably just forcing the issue here just to make sure that you are happy with the control scheme.
Careful! I need to secure this thing.
We're out of time. Let's go.
Oh boy.
Protect the artifact.
Get down!
Oh. That's not what normally happens when a Metroid bites onto something. Oh. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Abarax, large officer of the Space Pirate Army. Metroid fusion has resulted. Metroid fusion! They said the game. They said the thing. Has resulted in a loss of free will and the formation of beam projection lenses on his chest. Metabolic energy surges have become uncontrollable when all lenses have been destroyed. This causes recurring energy releases directly from its core via the orifice in its abdomen until the lenses regenerate. That was a little confusing of a sentence. Even among the diverse ranks of the Space Pirate Army, Abarax are considered especially large. They are capable in combat and are often employed in a command role. They share several traits with beetles, such as having a body covered in a tough exoskeleton. That exoskeleton, when combined with their heavy armor and retractable shield, allows them to negate damage from all types of beam weapons and explosives. Suppressive durability does leave them with low mobility, so they employ a deployable circular barrier around themselves and limit the range adversaries can engage them from. Nice explanation of why we can't go outside the boss room. Metroid fusion has resulted in both a mind-controlling effect and physical changes to their body, producing up to 4 lenses in their chests that are capable of firing beams. These lenses are vulnerable to standard weaponry, and if all exposed lenses are destroyed, the Abrax will be unable to regulate the metabolic energy that Metroid fusion produces. This will cause it to release large amounts of energy from its core via an opening. Okay, so probably shoot the 4 things and shoot the gut. That seems pretty straightforward. I also missed the part of the explanation that explained how to quick dash. Let's get those. I'm expecting 2 more somewhere. Scan that really quickly. Double press B and L while locking on. Oh, okay. I see. Oh, that's... That's a different way of doing the thing now. Okay. It's an interesting change to the controls on that. I'll have to get used to that. Basically, dashing left and right is part of the space jump now. Alright, one more lens. I don't know where it's at, though. Let's get some health. Oh, I did take out all 4. Ooh. Oh, cute. That's not what I'm gonna do. I don't remember how to use my missiles, actually. Let me look that up, as a matter of fact. They don't show the controls in here, which is not useful. This is just settings on what you can change, but I'm looking for... I've already forgotten, like, the missile button, which is... I think that's actually... It's right trigger. You don't need to get that close to me, bro. Wow, what in the world? Excuse you. Doing pretty fine with health. I was a little confused because I was confusing my health bar with the bosses because they're right under each other, which is not ideal. Yeah, it's hard to not do scan instead of morph ball like it's asking. Ugh. Nice. Oh no. Looks good to see you.
Melbone just resubscribed for 57
Oh
months.
man. Remember this guy? If you didn't play Metroid Prime Hunters, you won't. Oh. Was that good? Was that bad? Ooh. Nice, nice. I have actually not played Hunters or Federation Force, so All I know about Silux is what I read from Hunters. I should probably play that eventually, but DS, I played Metroid Prime Hunter's first hunt, the demo, when the DS first came out, and the control scheme just like killed my hands. I'm sure I could find a version of it now that you could do with like modded controls, maybe. Okay. Chrono Tower. Is that the final new Square Enix cap to the trilogy of Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross? Oh, why does it always do that? Oh my god. Game, please. I actually hate this. If your controls are in any, if you're not pointed at the screen whenever something happens, then this goes all over the place. It's very annoying. Hey, scan visor's up though. Let me. This looks like the planet I've seen in the trailers. Presumably we'll be exploring this. Very accurate. Didn't particularly want to get myself motion sickness though, so I will try to avoid that. Local database contains no matches for the devices, materials, and technology. Energy signals detected coming from the central section. Okay. What about this? Analysis implies this is a mechanoid variant. Local database contains no matches for its materials or technology. Got it. Obviously, we need to stand on the thing, so. Oh, hello. What, one scan wasn't enough? Game looks very, very good. Also, I've said this multiple times in the stream already, but oh, door closed behind us. I'm very happy that they kept so many of the old, like the pickup jingle and the sound effects, the sound design, they kept intact. I'm very happy about that. Technology used to construct this device cannot be identified. Local database contains no matches. Well, that's neat. Statue of an unknown species composed of an unknown material. Local database contains no matches for the material's geometric signature. Well, obviously I can't space jump / screw attack across there, so I guess you're gonna make a bridge for me. Thank you, I appreciate you, buddy. Formed instantaneously using an ore with an unknown geometric signature. A current of unidentified energy runs along its surface. I think I'm getting a little bit more used to the scan button being where it is. Oh. Analysis implies this is a slot for storing a mechanoid. Local database contains no matches. Analysis implies this is an unknown hologram technology. No matches found within the local database. We could probably scan one of these. They're closer. An android creating using an unknown technology. Local database contains no matches. No energy signals detected. Those are very far away. Where's the closest one? How close do I gotta get to scan? Oh, I guess we have to start cutscene first. Okay, that's just a... Little buddy vanished. There we go. An android created using an unknown technology. Local database contains no... Okay. I think we're good. It just occurred to me we're in an ad break that ends in about a minute, but I should stretch anyway, so I'm gonna go to BRB screen, and I apologize to all the people who were stuck on ads right now and didn't hear any of this conversation. But I'll be back in a minute. I do need to stretch, so be back shortly. right, I am back. Thank you for your patience and apologies again. I really need to figure out some way of better keeping an eye on ads. They're obvious when they come up, but sometimes I just miss when there's one 3 minutes out, and then I just keep talking and playing, and the ad starts, and people just miss everything. I need to figure that out. I'll write that down for a thing to do later on this week. But in the meantime, you just missed Buddy making a bridge and getting us into this room, and me scanning leftover things. So now we're going to... Oh, I was gonna go in here, but it looks like I can't. Guess we have to keep going. There's a platform I can scan, though. Technology used to construct... Okay. The same dialogue constantly. Okay, but I can't actually go in there. All right. Can I go? Oh, door here. But I don't seem to be able to... I didn't interact with the thing out front where Buddy positioned himself, though. Doesn't seem to be much of anything I can do. It's interesting. There's a door here. There's another door here. But I don't seem to have any ability to actually open them. Just walking up gets an interesting visual effect, but nothing I can actually do. And we can't really backtrack because this door is closed. What am I missing? I've scanned everything. Just like a hologram that I can't access. I haven't tried missiles yet. I don't have missiles. I lost them. The only thing I have at the moment is Morph Ball and regular beam. But there's like nothing else to scan here. Oh, there's stuff down here. Okay. There's always something somewhere. You just gotta look harder. And I was just not looking hard enough. There we, oh, we had to get a second buddy. Okay. Yeah. Ugh. I had to be careful with how hard I grunted that because my cough is... I don't want to trigger the cough from energy. Couldn't resist though. God, what a great song. That's... I linked that in Lemon's Discord too, and I've just been like listening to it occasionally for the last like several weeks. It's such a great track. I'm very curious what's through this door, but I guess... Oh my god. Alright, where are we going? Another bridge for me. Presumably. Where did Buddy go? Why are you just hanging there? Oh, I had to get close enough. Position's a little finicky. Anyway. Giant statue of an unknown species, made of an unknown material, local database contains no matches. Energy is gathering at its forehead. That's new. Buddy's planting up there. Okay. And I'm sure that activated this just now. Yep. Am I standing in the right spot? Yes. Oh, it's scanning me. And firing at me, okay. Hello. Oh, I can't scan anymore. Oh no. Rude. Oh, hello. Also, hello. I feel like we have entered the Ascendant Plane in Destiny 2. There's a lot less auroras in the Ascendant Plane, though. But this feels like the same concept. Your It's Normal comment could apply to both Lisa and all this nonsense. Lisa's, that's like a horror series though, right? At least that's what I... Is that the case? Because I'm not too big on horror games. But I feel like I should give it a try regardless, just from... Okay, maybe I just misread what I was looking at when I tried to look it up. Interesting. You give me... It's another Luminous situation, clearly. We gotta save another race from extinction, probably. RPG that does hit on some... Okay, got it. Okay. Definitely worth a play, it sounds like. Releases the latent psychic powers residing within you and enables interacting with psychic technology using your visor. Press A to fire a psychic beam, press X to switch to the psychic visor. Open the menu with... Okay. Oh. Now the scan visor also lets you do this. Okay. That's interesting, actually. That's incredibly interesting. Oh, it's a new type of scan. Statue made of Umozanite depicting a Laymorn. It will activate if the Chosen One meets his gaze while standing on the teleporter. Its energy has been claimed. Its forehead is a crystal design. Subject identified as a priest able to manipulate psychic energy. I wonder. That's too far away. Psychic assembler forms objects by bonding or molecule nanomachines floating throughout the environment, operated using psychic energy. Okay, and now I can just make the bridges myself. Did I not scan the bridge before? Oh wait, you couldn't get anything from it until now. A bridge made of ore molecule nanomachines bonded by psychic energy. The psychic assembler appears to react to guardian commands or Laymore telepathy. So I am the savior and the guardian? Okay. From interrogate. This assembles and reassembles in response to psychic energy. Its front and back sides both react, however, there are one-way versions as well. Of course there are one-way versions. Of course. Alright, there's a lot in here I want to scan now. I bet. Already seeing Cybot, androids built by the Laymorn to aid in everyday life, operated via telepathy, modified to face the Griever threat after the Great Tragedy. Standard loadout includes a beam cannon and hover thrusters. Other loadouts include specialized equipment such as missiles and shields. Let's do that in a minute. Androids community like the Laymorn show tiller currently set to inactive mode. No energy signals detected. Okay. And my thing messed up again, so let's do this. I wonder if they will have us go out. I kind of want to just see if there's anything new to scan based on... I doubt there will be. I don't remember anything special. Yeah, and that was the end. Okay. Back we go. And those statues are the same ones from in there. Guardian storage socket enshrines a guardian who will guide the chosen one. I think the only things back here were another one of those guardian scans. Oh, this is new now. More information about it. Psychic pedestal activates the guardians when the chosen one is detected within the light radiating on the pedestal. Operation complete. In case you didn't notice, I like to scan everything. All right, let's go in here. Let's scan this from outside first. Elevator to Chrono Tower Pinnacle enabled. Touch the hologram to activate. Chrono Tower elevator. Use psychic energy from Chrono Tower to ascend and descend, operating by touching the hologram. Once you scan the hologram, it becomes part of the elevator and you can't scan it again. All right. Up we go. It's interesting having one visor, two visors technically. We have our regular combat visor and a scan visor that also does psychic stuff in the same spot, so you're not switching between like 3 or 4 different visors in this game, I guess. It's an interesting concept. It will take some time for me to get used to that too, honestly. Oh, okay. I can't believe just in the process of going upstairs, my view rotated again. That's pretty, but this is obviously what we're here for. I am shitting on Vulun, the last surviving priest of the Lamorn. It's another Luminon situation. You are the chosen one foretold in the ancient prophecy. Oh, well, that's Prime 2 combined with Prime 1. We, the Lamorn, will cease to exist. However, by preserving our history and knowledge for the future, the Lamorn spirit will keep on living. Chosen one, carry out our legacy from this planet Viros to a new world. That is your mission, the last hope of the Lamorn. The Master Teleporter is located in the pinnacle above us. It is needed to journey to a new world. To use it, you must first collect 5 keys, because it's a Metroid Prime game. No surprise there. I shall mark the key locations here. I'm sure we'll need like another 12 keys at the end of the game. Chosen one, first travel to our temple. Touch this ball of light. Let's scan it first. Teleportation field generated by psychic energy. Their creation was a skill unique to Lamorn priests. Contact instantly transports objects to the location designated by its creator. Psychic ball track. Track made of psychic energy. Suspended in open space. Once it has been materialized, the track can be navigated using a psychic spider ball. Okay. I just saw a thing and I was like, what is that? Here's another one. And it's also a track. But we can't take those, so obviously that's for later though. Oh. What about the Space Pirate base, or the Galactic Federation base I was at though? Are we even going back there? Are they okay? The Space Pirates were literally in the middle of invading them. With Psylux somehow in control of them? I'm very curious. I'm sure we'll go over that, but I just want to make sure those people are okay. Nice. They got the more expensive choir, the choir sample. All right. Location of teleporter key confirmed. All right, we were a ways away. To the Lamorn headed for the Temple of Memory. Gaze deeply, listen carefully, calm your mind, and take the first step here. To my Lamorn brethren, you are welcome in this sacred land full of greenery and life. Visit the Temple of Memory, kneel at its altar, and honor all those who came before. The thoughts, wishes, and dreams of our people come together at the base of the sacred tree. We hope one day that the bounty reaches far and wide. Excerpted from the first slate. Okay. Is that the name of the place we're going? I remember it was up here somewhere. Oh, that's... Where was it? Over there. Garden of Remembrance. No, that's not the name of the place we're going. Plant morphology. Lysocax. Cask. The thin skin layer of this fruit contains a low viscosity and highly nutritious liquid. Strong impact will break the skin and scatter the pungent contents. That is our standard planetary crate. Should turn off scan visor for a little bit and look at the environment. It's very gorgeous. Hello. Sicklefly, a dragonfly subspecies with scissor-like jaws and a single compound eye. Travels in swarms and feeds on compost, mold, and fungi. Dragonfly subspecies adapted to hot and humid environments. They have large scissor-like jaws and a single compound eye. Their 4 long wings and evolved musculature make them very capable flyers, and by using winds and air currents, they can remain airborne for long spans of time. They form swarms consisting of several dozen members and move in a group when searching for food, primarily compost, mold, and fungi. Very pure water is essential for larval survival, with spawning grounds most often found along freshwater shores. The larvae subsist on aquatic plants and moss during development. They always get very, very deep about every single possible creature in these games. Mireworm. Mollusk found in riffle habitats. Imitates plant life to lure in and feed on small insects, but retreats underground if they sense danger nearby. Mireworms are vertebrate mollusks that live in small groups, primarily in shallow freshwater and boggy areas. They possess long, slender bodies and will often emerge from their burrows in search of prey. They do this by swaying gently, appearing as vegetation, and emitting a sweet odor from their heads that mimics plants, luring in small insects. They use the mandibles at the tip of their head to grab their prey and then swallow them whole. They are highly vigilant, quickly retreating into the burrows if they sense danger. They are incapable of migration, spending their entire lives in their original burrows, and dying if the water in their habitat is depleted. Are these guys like the grass analog? No, because they immediately vanish. So wondering if they're like the grass analog in Prime 1 and 2, where there's a bunch of them and you have to shoot them out to then morph ball into the room behind them to pick up a power up, but I guess not. All right, it's kind of tough to tell what I've scanned and what I haven't because everything here is green. So I'm trying to keep a good eye out here. Red relic ant primarily eats leaves from broadleaf trees, using its rear pincers to carry them. Forms a line with nestmates when traveling. Acute senses help it locate its nest across great distances. Red relic, yeah, this is far too lush. Red relic ants are arthropods that are often found in hot and humid regions. They prefer to create underground nests and typically live in groups of several dozen. Their bodies are red-brown in color. They use the large pincers on the back of their torsos to both harvest the leaves of broadleaf trees and to carry their bounty back to their nest. They are known to travel great distances, sometimes up to several kilometers, in search of food. In order to find their way home, they will secrete pheromones from their abdomen, creating a trail they can follow using their olfactory senses. After collecting leaves and returning to the nest, they will shred the leaves and mix them with yeasted soil, ferment the combination, and then consume the highly nutritious result. They're literally making alcohol. Okay, all right. I see what's going on here. I don't judge. The moonshine ants are interesting. Wow, that was really tough to get that angle, unfortunately. I'm still getting used to this whole concept of the way these controls are functioning. Hopefully I'll be able to scan those again later. Ancient statue carved from a single stone. Analysis supplies the surface cracks were caused by strong impact. Item detected within. Okay. We don't have missiles, and we don't have more ball bombs, though, so whatever item is in there I can't currently get. So I guess we'll just move on for now. Fiber deformity. Small fungi variant that typically forms on the bark of a tree. Possesses a bioluminescent glow due to an internal oxygen reaction. Alright. Hello. Wrong button. I'm gonna be doing that all game. Giant spiral. Vegetation primarily found in trees and caves. Its leaves extend in a spiral and display response to any impact stimulation. I couldn't even tell that was a plant at first. That was a door? Okay. Glister beetle. A beetle possessing bioluminescence. As a species, they tend to group together, emitting considerable light and making themselves easy to spot by predators. Glister beetles are insects that have been classified as beetles due to their rigid forewings. They possess an internal photophore and are known for their extremely docile disposition. They tend to gather in groups and share feeding grounds, using the mandibles on their head to peel away bark and harvest the sap beneath. A chemical reaction of photoproteins and enzymes allows them to emit light from the photophore in their abdomen. They use this luminescence as a means of communication within their groups, but when several of them are emitting light at once, it also makes them easy to spot by predators. Who is, like, coming up with this? Is this, like, your computer just examining these things in real time? Or is somebody physically, like, writing all this in universe? They never answered that question. I'm very curious. Homing spores. God damn it. Sporangium of a gas spore floats in the air and senses the heat of nearby organisms. If threatened, it will extend thorns, approach, and then explode. The sporangium, that gas spore, a type of mushroom, ejected at regular intervals, are called homing spores. They contain spores as well as a lighter than air gas mixture within their pouch-like structure. The gas allows homing spores to float in the air, waiting for creatures to approach. If they sense that a creature is nearby, they will grow thorny tactile receptors across their outer surface and begin pursuing their target. If they make contact with their target, their internal gases instantaneously compress, while the outer layer heats up, causing the gas to explode. Okay, so this is... They have upgraded the spores from Metroid Primes 1 through 3 to make them follow you. I don't like that. They were fine as is. We didn't need homing spores. These are apparently new guys. Shimmer Strap. Brilliant of terrestrial crustacean parasites that live on wood surfaces. It is immobile and primarily consumes sap. Tip of its tentacles is luminous. Okay, it's not actually the same as the things outside. Shimmer straps are terrestrial crustaceans evolved to live parasitically fixed to a single location. Anchored to tree bark, they grow by absorbing nutrients such as amino acids, protein, and sugars from sap. Lacking eyes, they explore their environment by extending a feeler with a bioluminescent organ at its tip through an aperture in their shell. Able to sense its own light emissions, the feeler will retract on their shell if it senses danger, closing the aperture in the process. Shimmer straps live as long as their host tree remains alive, with some specimens found to be hundreds of years old. Alright, I want to kill these things from here. Okay, at least they die quickly. Oh, we just hadn't scanned that one yet. Nothing else here. Let's move on. That looks like a second, like the grass, the weeds that I was expecting, that I was talking about earlier. Nice. Our standard walk out into the arena, into the main area moment. Fury, what? Fury green. Okay, what's furious about it? Oh, very pretty. Give me Xenoblade energy, actually. I'm hoping I see more of those birds later. Sacred Tree of the Lemur, an age estimated over 6 millennia. Analysis indicates it absorbed and stored massive amounts of psychic energy. Orang crane, large avian creature that primarily feeds on fruit. Overdeveloped chest muscles allow it to fly for days without rest. Orange cranes are large birds that have adapted to hot, humid environments. They prefer to feed on fruit, sometimes forming large flocks and traveling 1,000 kilometers or more in search of it. To endure such long, continuous flights, they have developed powerful chest muscles. They are quick to flee from enemies and predators, and they rely on their exceptional hearing to warn them of dangers nearby, which is exactly why they flew away when I got close to try to scan them. Their ears run along the sides of their head, and the protuberances near the ears help them regulate their body temperature. Hey, Renzel, how's it going? Well, they're not sleepy anymore if they were. Let's see. O Lemorn, gaze upward and behold the sacred tree blessed by the Temple of Memory, a shrine that preserves and protects our memories and wisdom. From the first day we Lemorn set foot in the jungle, the sacred tree has been here. It bathes in the light, breaking through the treetops, reaching high into the air, appearing to almost strain against the sky, yearning to carry the thoughts and feelings it holds ever higher. Open your heart and your mind to the sacred tree and become one with it. All right. I feel like that is something we are going to have to do at some point, but... Exophid. If it senses an approaching organism, it closes its petals and hardens to protect its ovaries. And here's actual enemies. Glottogropper. Carnivorous reptiles that move using wings and powerful legs. They burrow underground to wait for prey and then emerge when they detect vibrations. Glottogroppers are carnivorous reptiles who primarily feed on other animals. They are ambush predators, burrowing beneath the ground and waiting for prey to approach. When they sense the vibrations of prey through the ground, they will swiftly emerge to launch sharp needles from their mouth. They have two extremely powerful legs, which they can use to launch themselves into the air up to 3 times their own height. They can then use the small wings to control their mid-air positioning, making it difficult for prey to track their movements. Doesn't seem that difficult. Alright. I do need to remember to charge up more. I have a charge beam. I should use it. Why is this? Oh, that's just water. I was like, why is that glowing? It wasn't actually glowing. Wall formed of insect webbing. It is extremely elastic and durable and cannot be cleared with standard firearms. Highly flammable and removable using high heat weaponry. Are we gonna get a plasma beam? What's this? Oh, I scanned those already. This is just more of these. Alright. Thought I heard something over there, but no. Probably like the things in the water that were retracting. So we can just keep going for now. Oh, hello. Root Spur, a mobile tuberous root plant variant with an autonomic nervous system. They usually live in mud underwater and will surface if a creature draws near. If their territory is invaded, they will attack with their vines until the intruder is defeated or driven away. Despite its hard outer skin, even a single shot from a high-powered weapon can defeat it. Root Spur are tuberous root plants. They typically live below the water surface in rivers and marshes, or beneath the ground in bogs, and will defend their territory from intruders. They have a thick, swollen stalk and also possess an autonomic nervous system. If they detect an invader, they will emerge from hiding and attack by swinging the vine on top of their body around themselves until the threat withdraws. The fleshy stalk is covered in hard bark, making it extremely durable. However, explosives and high-powered weapons can still dispatch it quickly. Back up, please. Did it actually... Okay, that time I saw the ad thing, so I know an ad starts in 3 minutes. Another one here. So I'll keep playing for a bit, but I will make sure to go to my BRE screen in a minute when the ad really hits up. Ooh. Okay, cool, but I can't get up there from there, so I guess we're going this way. Oh, just regular homing spores. What about these? Ancient purification site holds spiritual significance to visiting Laymore. Structure collapsed due to an earthquake, blocking water flow. It's doing this thing again. I don't know why it's so finicky with the way the Joy-Con is pointing. Gonna have to get used to that. Kind of not a fan, actually. What is this? That's different. Glass 4, fungi variant. Periostracum is extremely hard and cannot be destroyed with a standard beam, but it will open up to release homing spores. Okay, so that's like the nest. Gus 4 type of mushroom that mainly inhabits hot and humid jungles, growing on surfaces like tree trunks or rock cliffs. Their periostracum remain closed until a sporangium is generated, at which point their periostracum opens and ejects the sporangium into the air. Periostracum is extremely hard and cannot be destroyed with beam weaponry, but the soft tissues beneath the periostracum, which are exposed when the sporangium is ejected, are vulnerable to damage from beams or other weapons. Gas 4 can be destroyed even while the periostracum is closed using high power weapons. Okay, so like missiles probably, but for now we just have to shoot it when it opens to throw something out. And I want to interact with whatever that is, so we're probably going to have to... Oh, it's just a thing. Okay. Well, I do want to scan that anyway. Immerse your form in the sacred waters. The temple of memory shall then bless the purified Lemorn. To my Lemorn brethren, you are welcome within the sacred space, but though you must first cleanse yourself. Collect the holy water from the spring, rain it down upon your head with both hands, and become purified. May the sacred tree be always with you. There's no water at the moment, though. I guess we keep going for now. There's stuff we can do up here. Wow, I couldn't scan the one thing I was trying to scan because of the finickiness of the into Lemor's structure, carved from a single stone with identical dimensions to similar statues. A receptacle for a psychic emote is built into his forehead. Okay, we have an ad starting right now, so I'm actually going to go to my pause screen and go to my BRB screen again. So we'll be back in about 3-4 minutes. See you all shortly. I am back. Thank you again for bearing with me through the ad break. Let's keep going. We're probably not gonna be playing. I have a meeting in 30 minutes. I went to the scheme by accident. So I'm kind of like looking for a save room, and then we will probably just go ahead and stop early if I can find one. I'm not sure where the closest one is though. We're still exploring. There's these things that I created that will let me jump up to form by compressing seconds. Standing on them requires psychic boots. Oh, I have. I can make them, but I can't stand on them. Dang. All right. Hey, Mass, how's it going? Good to see you. I hope you've been doing well. There's a thing up here. Is that a? What's what here? Scout bot emits ultrasonic waves from overhead to detect and map the positions of valuables in the area. An electric shock will activate it. Interesting. Scout bots were created during the machine era to find precious resources. Once deployed to an assigned area, they perform scans using ultrasonic wave reflection. The data is then fed to a linked map displaying the locations of mineral deposits and other valuables. Most scout bots were left to weather the environment, and due to natural degradation may no longer function. Let me check this out first before I run in that direction. Just on the lookout for the birds I missed. There's also that. What are these? Large Lamorn's Psychic Lock. Psychic ability seal variant. Unlocked by placing psychic energy mote spheres in the receptacle. And these? Receptacle that take the psychic mote. Spherical coalesces psychic energy that acts as a key. Okay. So we don't have what we need for those, so we actually do need to continue this way. But I wanted to at least scan those before I went. An electric shock, which is not what I'm currently using. My psychic beam is not electric. Does that mean we'll get a wave beam in this game too? Perhaps. But clearly for right now, we just need to keep going. That is a door I didn't scan. Unlocks with a central sensor detects energy exposure, explosion, or concussive blast. Once unlocked, it will open when approach. Ooh, a new thing. That is spitting a lot of stuff at me. Bristlewort, carnivorous plant variant covered in a hard shell. When it senses a threat, it will open a shell, angle itself towards its target, and launch thorns. Rude. Bristlewort are carnivorous plants capable of moving around using their 6 legs. Their outer shells are impervious to beam attacks, though explosives can damage them. Good to know when I finally get missiles. These sturdy shells are heavy, impairing the bristlewort's ability to move. As a result, they tend to attack from a distance, only opening the shell when prey is detected. Once the shell is open, Bristlewort quickly rotate, launching sharp thorns in all directions before closing to generate new thorns. Thanks to the mineral composition of the thorns, Bristlewort can regenerate them indefinitely using photosynthesis. Staying at a distance also helps them protect their internal organs, which are exposed and vulnerable even to beam attacks while the shell is open. Alright. Hello. Man, classic Prime. Blow something up and get the detritus all over your visor. Coneberry, a male form of a plant that continuously emits pollen. The pollen is uncommonly light, enabling it to float for long durations with very little airflow. Seem to be going that way next. Another lock. Maybe these locks are something we're going to come back to later. Because there was like no moat out there, and I don't see a receptacle here. Closed right when I got there. Scan the door first. Psychic gate. Normally closed. Opens automatically upon receiving psychic energy from a linked sensor. A receiver and conductor for psychic energy linked to the gate. Alright. Oh, actually that might be... Wait, where are we at? Are we... That was where we started. We might actually already be... I haven't been paying attention to where I've been going. No, I'm not even close. It's like way over here. Okay. Navigating the map is still a process. Still trying to figure that out. More scans that I lost. Rude. Daylight reflector panel. Used to light the altar. The surface is 9% reflective regardless of the angle. Chosen one, take the holy power in your hand. The path that you must walk lies beyond that door. Behold a sacred relic that we, the caretakers of the sacred tree, have filled with refined energy. We offer it to the chosen one who will one day visit this place. We ask that they take it in hand and use it as they please, and to seek out the sacred symbol, the lingering afterglow of our prayers. That's a psychic lock, that's receptacle, and this is probably the thing that needs to go in the receptacle. Psychic glove works in combination with the psychic visor, enabling telekinetic control over psychic objects such as motes. Okay. Our first power up. Well, I guess the psychic visor and beam were a power up technically. Boy, by the time I'm done with this game, I'm going to be so tired of saying the word psychic. Enables remote manipulation of psychic motes and psychic objects. Switch to the psychic visor and hold ZL to grasp a target. They can then be manipulated. Okay. Got it. Oh, now the motes are just appearing all over the place. Okay. And the door opened again. We'll start with this. Oh, you just literally let the button go and it throws it. Okay. We're obviously gonna need to go back at some point, but kind of want to see what's this way. The game is obviously sort of sending us in the straightforward direction first. Oh, this is back the way we came from another angle. We went around the corner to go in that room. Okay, that was the exit of the room. Okay, all right. But I still cannot interact with those guys yet. All right. So next thing on the to-do list is obviously to do this now. Are the birds out here again? There are birds, but the ones I was trying to scan are not. All right. All right, in we go. What is this? I'm trying to scan it before I activate it, but it seems like activating it is the only option. Oh. Boy, that took some doing. Oh, nice. Literally accurate. All right, let's pick this up. We don't have the boots. We can't do anything with the platforms out there or the spider ball track back at the opening. So for now, just keep going. Hello, new enemy. Shrin, flying insects that build nests on vertical surfaces such as rock walls, lives in swarms and will shoot acidic spray at organisms that approach the nest. Shrin build their hives high off the ground, usually on rocky cliffs or against tree trunks. Both adult and larval shrin typically share a hive. If something approaches one of their hives, the adults will quickly emerge, protect the nest by spraying their acidic venom at the intruder. While they are highly aggressive when defending their hive, this behavior is defensive, and they will not pursue an intruder once it is withdrawn. In fact, shrin are social creatures with other shrin, often forming several hives in proximity to each other and working to protect each other. But we probably can't blow open the hive without missiles. So we'll just have to fire and move on, essentially. Oh, I should actually scan one of the hives, though. Shrin hive. Hive opening formed from a mixture of chewed up plants and ore mixed with shrin saliva. It is extremely vulnerable to explosive force. Yeah, standard bug hive for wasps or whatever, like in the other Prime games. You cannot actually do anything with it until you get missiles. Oh, the same data received voice. Galactic Federation is here? We don't even know where we're at. I don't know what happened to the planet we were on at the start, too. Are those guys okay? All right, well, clearly we're... Oh, we already scanned them. Okay, good. So I guess we're supposed to... Yeah, we're probably going to go that way. But what's in this direction? Can't just not look, at least. Alright, here's the thing. Bureau's amber. Tree resin fossilized by chemical reaction. They're roughly as firm as rock minerals and can be destroyed with explosive force. Come back with missiles. Got it. This is not the way we're supposed to go. I feel like this is potentially a mistake. Oh god, it did it again. All right, let's fix my controller. All right. Oh, that's seriously annoying. All right, that's the thing, we can't go in. We're supposed to go this way pretty close. So let's do that first. Psychic Shudder, moving the PK Stone. Is that like PK Fire? It's just, this entire game is just an Earthbound reference. Moving the PK Stone lever using a psychic level to disable the lock. Okay. And is that the way we're supposed to go? No. But there's a save station back there, which is exactly what I was looking for. Because I do need to end stream and move on to other stuff. Get ready for the meeting in a bit. I could not help but think of that. All right, and here's a save station. Okay, one more device for saving behavioral records. Okay, that's an interesting way of putting it. Also fully restores energy and ammunition. Okay. Oh, there's a logbook entry for it. A device for backing up the status and condition of a subject, as well as a log of their actions up to that point. Once recorded, the subject's health and supplies are fully replenished. Using a save station requires a suit able to link and transmit its wares records to the station. Yeah, I guess so. That's a... I don't know that I like that way of phrasing it, but whatever, it's fine. Okay, right, because we're on normal difficulty, it's only replenishing energy and not ammo. Although we didn't really use... We don't have missiles, so no ammo to use. Anyway, so obviously we're supposed to keep going to that side and go in there, and then I guess we'll backtrack back to there to go in the tree. But that is the plan for next stream. Okay, I'm very happy. It's so nice to have a new Metroid Prime game for the first time in like just years. Feels good, man. I know there's a lot of discussion about this game, and portions of it later I might run into issues with, but I feel like there's a good chance I'm gonna enjoy it regardless, because I love me some Metroid Prime and I'm having a lot of fun already. But we'll leave it at that for tonight. I will be back Thursday. I had scheduled my stream to start at 7:30. I haven't decided if I'll do that or start earlier again like tonight, but unlike tonight, Thursday I have no restrictions on my time, so I'm probably just going to be playing for like 5 hours on Thursday. I'm going to make some progress in this game. But that will be Thursday. For now, let's go ahead and end things. Yeah, you see the schedule there. Like I said, 7:30, possibly I might start 6:30 on Thursday. Either way, I'm going to be streaming more Metroid Prime 4 on Thursday night. Saturday is my usual third stream for the week, but I'm going to be busy Saturday. Baltimore Gamer Symphony Orchestra is having their concert, and me and a couple other WGSO folks are going to help out with filming for them. So I'm moving my Saturday stream to Sunday. But I also have a weekly Zeldathon stream every Sunday at 6:30. So, well, it starts at 7, but we have to all call us at 6:30, and I run the tech for that stream. So unfortunately, I'm only going to be able to do like a 2-hour stream on Sunday, but Thursday we will make up for that. Thursday I will stream like the whole night until I'm going to bed. So look forward to that. For now, let me see who else is live at the moment that we can raid to. I guess I'll throw in my usual commands. Man, I have to remember what to do here because it's been ages since I've done stuff. I see Donut Bunny is streaming Metroid Prime 4. I knew she was going to be doing that, and in fact, I haven't watched her streams. She's streaming it like all this week as well, and she's already ahead of me, so we're not rating her because I don't want to be spoiled. So let me see who else is live. Vidya is playing Monday Night Bingo. Okay, let's see. It's also playing Metroid Prime 4. I can't rate anybody who's going to spoil me, unfortunate, because a lot of the people that are playing it are people that I would actually love to rate in any other situation. But let's see. Let's go down the list. Tris playing Mario Kart World. Ryan Ford got that Donkey Kong Country action on. Interesting. Let's raid Vidya. Always a good time over his channel. He's playing Majora's Mask Randomizer, I think. He's doing yeah, Monday Night Bingo and Majora's Mask Randomizer. So we'll go over there. We'll get some fun times in. So we're gonna raid. I always have to remember his Twitch name is Vidya, not Vidya James, which is what his actual name. But we'll head over there. Yeah, so thank you everybody for popping in. Had a good time. I'm looking forward to playing hours and hours more of this on Thursday night, and hopefully I will see some of y'all then. But if not, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your evening. Take care, everybody. Later.